MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is
wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go. Ready?
First down, here's Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Niners hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Rolling to his right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Lance and company going on 4th down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. Down inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Lance on the keeper. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Lambo on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? And
that is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Murray. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready?
Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 25 on second down, Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got
touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. So that challenge, a successful one. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 27, Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, then you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Lance now on first down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Murray. Forced out to his left. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Murray to air it out again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. And a loose football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this pass caught by Gray. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers would extend their lead here just before halftime. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Overhaul. That's one.
Murray going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down. Here's Davis Price. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out.
Touchdown, 49ers! So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Murray. And my goodness, another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A lot of people call it a toss, a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out of the gun, here's Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Okay,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Lambo, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Shotgun now from Murray. And now here's another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Avery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Avery. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast, so I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Niners, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around